Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Perimeter security's back up. South entrance is secure.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
Dot the I's, cross the T's, lads. Copy that.
What's this?
They've got loads of DedSec gear down here. And why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are gonna blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
In the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly, I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door.
Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Empty.
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Fucking hell, we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine?
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Our protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, this goes.
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Closing in.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses play a force. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
As Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets' reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply do not support any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Town! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board. I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
I'm impressed. I took DedSec to be a group of pranksters, but sounds like at least one of you had some sense.
I'll see you downstairs later then.
There we are. Christ, it's dark. Better get the power back on.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make...
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Wait! Sabine sent me here.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed. That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Bagley, do you have any information on who the real bombers were?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton... Well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Christ. How did you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
I'm sympathetic to your cause, but you can't deny that joining DedSec is a dangerous proposition, especially these days.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
You're right. Let's get to it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house.
for essential items in your DedSec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the...
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. That's it! You're getting it! Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Just like that. That's it!
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to DedSec.
Thanks. I'm ready to bring real justice where it's needed.
Hello.
Listen, are you sure I belong here? What if recruiting me was a mistake? I don't even know how to be DedSec.
Does it look like we have time for that? We learn by doing.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
That's very noble. But I joined DedSec to make some concrete changes.
Arblins controlling the whole city, silencing anyone who dares to question them.
Meanwhile, Clan Kelly has risen to the top like rotten cream. They need to be brought down.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
There's no other choice these days. Having an opinion makes you a target for Albion. I've been told I have not.
Good to see you. How are you? Hey, let's all just stay calm. So angry. There you go.
The profile lists him as a drone expert. Now that's a skill set we could use.
Due to heightened criminal activity, pedestrians at night may...
If you want to make a difference, you should work with us.
Oh, I get it. You're DedSec. I've got some info for you.
Go on.
What's got more packages in a parcel Fox warehouse? Me and my co-workers, because we all just got severance. 300 people all at once. Fired. Said we were being replaced.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm doing all right, but the whole thing was just super shitty, you know? Cloak and Dagger. We were all video game developers. There's no way they could have replaced all of us that fast. Well, maybe, but probably not without doing something dodgy.
I see. And you want DedSec to look into your replacement?
That's right. If you help me out with this, I'll owe you one. A big one.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
Protest rallies are not permitted.
You nuisance!
We've surrendered Albion personnel. There will be consequences for those who fail to comply.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha! A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
I'll look into it.
Stand back, do not interfere.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
What kind of idiot spy puts spy on their profile?
Auto drive now disabled.
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are. You can do your corporate espionage from there.
Sending the data now.
Copy that. I'll analyze the company records while you get to safety.
What do we have, Bagley?
Well, I found our prospect's replacement. It's an AI. And a pretty shoddy one at that. Nowhere near as smart as me. It could maybe replace a few million humans at most.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, right. I suppose from your perspective that's a lot. If you like, we can go destroy it before it puts anyone else out of work.
That should do. Send the coordinates to my optic.
The job-killing AI's code blueprint has been packed up into a crate on site.
Nothing a little destruction can't fix.
There it is. Time to do your destroying other people's property thing.
test report.
Who's that? I'm on.
Yes.
AI successfully murdered. Now get to safety and I'll send our friend the good news.
I have some surprising news. That person who replaced you, it isn't a person at all. It's an AI. Honestly, their sophistication is quite remarkable, isn't it? They can do almost anything now.
No way. Really?
The company that developed this new AI was on the precipice of decimating your entire industry overnight. Good thing DedSec got involved.
Cheers, mate.
DedSec is looking to fill the ranks. You should join.
Yeah, alright. Fuck it.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over. Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
If you want to make a difference, you should work with us.
Funny, I was about to say the same thing. I'm looking for someone who can get to difficult places. Is that you?
That depends on what you mean by difficult to reach. Why?
There's a file at these coordinates. Get your hands on it. We'll talk more then. I'm here. Target was observed making entry. Not to worry.
She's unpleasant.
I, for one, am intrigued by her mysterious aura, and I know literally everything, so that's saying something. I'll pass along the coordinates if you'd like to take on her request.
Of course, as soon as I can. You have my word, this will be investigated promptly. If we find anything, trust me. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah.
A resistance is only as good as the people in it. We're happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here. Now, let's get to it.
Great.
The coordinates point to a server in the vicinity. The file our friend was talking about must be stored on it.
Copy that.
Yeah, do a shutdown on that drone. Quick time.
That's the target. Should be hackable.
Bagley, what you got for me?
More GPS coordinates. Seems we're on a bit of a scavenger hunt. I put the odds at about even we find a corpse at some point.
Interesting. Send me the coordinates.
Finally. Feel like I've been waiting forever. You're with DedSec, aren't you? I've been keeping track of your various endeavors and I'm interested.
You're just saying that because of how the wind handsomely ruffles me up, even on a fucking roof.
I needed to see what you were capable of. Can't come to any real conclusion without some concrete results.
And?
I'm impressed. I have a lot to offer DedSec, and I'm willing to join the fight if you're interested.
Brilliant. Welcome to DedSec.
Whoa, this thing is sick.
The more badasses, the merrier, right?
Yes, well, I'm ready to help however I can.
Brilliant.
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
This one's a street artist. We could use a PR arm in DedSec. If you want to make a difference, you should work with us.
Are you with DedSec? How do I know you haven't been sent by one of those reptoids holding office in this country?
What?
The politicians, mate. They're all reptile people, bent on destroying us. You must have seen them. They have those weird forked tongues, don't they?
I
know who they are. Some of them are hiding in plain sight, but I sorted out who they are. Do something about these reptile people, and then I'll know you're safe.
I'll get it done.
Shit, no!
Can't talk. Got things to do.
Medical experience is something we really need in DedSec.
It's better than watching tutorials on how to suture your own wounds.
Okay. Right. Yes.
I didn't realize protest leader was a professional designation. Still, they could be useful. If you want to make a difference, you should work with us.
Hey, you're DedSec, aren't you? Great timing. I need a hand with something.
We'll see. What's the problem?
So, me and my friend, we ran with this activist group thing, doing protests and all, sticking it to Albion any way we could. Last rally we went to, mercs were already waiting, and they've just charged at us ready to break some bones. My friend got sent to the hospital. When I woke up, he told me my friend was dead, and the bastards won't even let me see the body.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I need answers. I just want to say goodbye. If you can help me get closure, I'll be in your debt.
Sounds bad. I'll see what I can do.
I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area.
It's not.
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
The level of sophistication the AR is achieving is incredible.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit! For some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. That's the CTOS hub there. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
What do we need in order to get this AR tech, Bagley?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSet network and clone my own version.
And just how do you propose I get the server off the roof?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Bagley, do you have an idea on where to find a heavy lifter?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Yes, very astute, Bagley.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates. Oh, a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks sufficient too. Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
They look promising.
I've got a construction worker here. They've got access to some useful tools.
Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one. Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks sufficient too.
They look promising. They look promising.
Are you interested in joining the Resistance?
Are you DedSec? Oh, thank God. I need your help.
We'll see. What's the problem?
I took a Clan Kelly loan to pay off some bills. Stupidest mistake of my life. Now, with interest, I owe triple what I borrowed, and the only way I can pay it off is by working for them. Save me from a life of being a pack animal, and I'll owe you.
All right. No time to waste, then.
Yeah, no, I did do that.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
All right.
Do I feel like exploring?
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Christ, the place is crawling with Kellys. This is a highly organized operation they're running. When did they get so sophisticated?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on. While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead. Cannabis and fentanyl together at last through the miracle of genetics.
Fascinating. CRISPR's a game changer.
Right, you can erase all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Good to hear.
Someone's hacked the drone. Let's block them.
Fuck this spider. Shut it down. Fucking rubbish. Whoa!
Looks good. I'm moving on. Go and have a butcher's. Go!
Searching perimeter. Target remains unknown.
How about you come out and I'll kill you quick?
Not finding any. Gonna move on.
Gotta be thorough, yeah? I'll have a look. Nothing here, move on. Shit!
I'll cover you lot. That fucker's gone. I'm going for a look.
There must be more around here.
Transfer complete.
We just wiped your debt with Clan Kelly. Consider yourself a free agent. You don't have to slave away for them anymore.
Wow, I must say I'm surprised. Thank you. You lot are much better than the news would have me believe.
DedSec is looking to fill the ranks. You should join.
Consider me in.
Coming up in today.
DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary
Dystopian enough for you?
London safe.
Here, your new optic.
It's like crossing the Rubicon. There's no going back to normal. Not once I'm fully in DedSec.
And what's normal? When the authorities now have the right to shoot you dead on sight?
I know all that. Obviously, I want to make things better, but I don't know if I can just abandon my life.
You aren't leaving it behind. You're fighting for what you believe, while you still can.
All right. Okay, I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
I'm en route.
Too into spy movies. It was sad. This was sadder.
Ah, fuck that guy. He's got a dog.
Tourism.
As still as I can.
Scanning. Clear. Move along.
I knew everything.
I found an Albion guard who we might be able to win over. We could certainly benefit from their access.
suspects reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Investigating. Stand by.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Standard quadrant search. I have this one. There's no sign of them.
Add suspect
Send a
to the
description
most
with the report.
wanted list. Over.
All right, I'm here.
I'll highlight the server with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
Hello there. All right, I've loaded the server into your vehicle. You're good to go. Try not to drive it off a cliff, hmm?
Cheers. Everything is going full throttle ever since we joined up, don't it?
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag?
Bagley, I think those are for us.
Well, shit. Can you do anything to lose your new friends? Maybe invite them to a pottery night or overshare something personal. Whatever you do, just get to the last location in one piece.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Could use a little help, Ugly. It's still on to me.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them. Throw rocks at them. Destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete. upgrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Could have told you that was going to happen. Now, let's actually get some work done.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
I'll admit DedSec's resources certainly make this easier. They're still on me, Bagley!
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
There's no winning, mate. Hit the pin down. Watch your ass. No.
Okay. This is already over. Initiate lockdown. What's taking the... Pin down!
Immobilizing the suspect. I'm hit.
All right, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run! Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
Always thrilling to stare down your own imminent death.
Yes, they're all very impressed that I didn't kill you. But don't celebrate too long. New mission coming up. I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
I get the impression you're not satisfied with London's current state.
Oh, you're DedSec. Good. I need help with something.
Do you want to shout that a little louder? Just tell me what's going on.
It's the Clan Kelly gangsters. They're big trouble. They put my friend into hospital because his cousin owed them money to send a message.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I found out the two culprits, but the police can't or aren't willing to help.
Jesus, if they won't look into it, we will. Clan Kelly can't keep getting away with this shit.
Let's try it. Do this and I will owe you a favor. Trust me, this is a good thing for you.
I've got coordinates for the two suspects. Scrape their optic data. That should give us more than enough to incriminate them.
All right.
One of the gangsters whose optic data we're looking to scrape is nearby. That's the target. Should be hackable. That's one criminal scraped. Now let's see about their friend.
Just curious. You know what's in here?
Mind your own business. You're way over your head.
Nah, whatever. Forget I asked.
What's wrong with this shit? Just put your hands up!
Bloody brat.
Billy!
Fuck me!
That does not make me feel safe.
Both of their optics are squeaky clean. They're smart.
Shite.
But I'm about 8.61 million times smarter, give or take an order of magnitude. I managed to trace their encrypted comms channel back to a remote server.
I'd like to look into that.
Reminder, the criminals we're investigating have a server at this location. it is, you can hack in from there.
The fact that it's restricted just makes me curious.
Got the situation here.
You're dead. Is this really how you want to go out?
Transfer complete.
Hey, we've just sent you all the evidence you could ever need. Fucking up a case like this would require a level of incompetence that even the police can't rise to.
Thank you so much.
The best recompense you could give us would be to join the cause.
Yes, I think we'll make a formidable team.
A resistance is only as good as the people in it. We're happy to have you.
Yes, I'm ready to go bastard hunting with you lot.
Fuck yeah.
I've had it with you. No moving, on a scan. Right. Is there a problem? All clear. On your way now. Right. Try to run that mouthpiece now.
News story about that getaway driver?
Must have missed.
So, Albion were in pursuit. Bank robbers. They wound up in a high-speed chase, trying to use barricades, even drones.
It is eerie being here where so many died. These ruins are like an open wound for the city.
There's security all over a site that should be abandoned. What are they protecting? Rubble?
Good point, Bagley. Tell me what I'm looking for.
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble. WT fuck? This is it. The signal is coming from this spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
It's taken a lot of damage. Any idea what it is doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
something over there.
Shit! There's someone dying over here!
Enjoy the headache later.
This area is clear. Keep moving. We need to spread out. Spread out. Stay in contact.
One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Right, got it.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? What, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly dog. This clearly implicates Clan Kelly in the bombings.
Looks to me like someone was meeting with their dealer, which in this case would be the Kellys.
So who is this woman? Not part of Clan Kelly. I think she may be in Zero Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, see if you can determine who was controlling the spider bot.
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
The cops were watching? Oh, now that is an interesting little wrinkle.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
So what? You want me to quantum tunnel through it?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Right, got it.
RDX nitrogen. and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That settles it. It was 0 day.
There, hurry. We've got other deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? That's it. We're all I need to know.
Multiple teams were used, of course. 0 day is at least tactically sound.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
If the police knew who the actual bombers were months ago, why wouldn't they release that information?
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Looks like Albion has taken over this station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I think the people will soon long for the days when the police were the law.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
Got you, you bastard.
Something's wrong with this spider bot. Shut it down. What?
Hey, we have a problem here. Power is down.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
That's correct. Can you confirm this is the same spider bot, Bagley?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Any way to find the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm on it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening. You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Got it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Sure.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
There's only one way to find out what's going on. Let's go.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Shit. Back away. Do not interfere.
Sometimes I wish I could just be a tourist.
The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
The perfect place to keep a low profile.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Find me a way in, Bagley.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
I'd say someone's been doing some off-duty policing from this bunker.
Well, if Albion was stopping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Very. They must have followed some thread that led them to the tone.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former Inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved. And they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book. Going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
So we may be looking at Albion and Clan Kelly working together. This is bad news.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
A lot of people go missing every day. This is not good at all. We have to fix this.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Profile triggered an alert.
What? No, look at my ID again. I'm legal.
Shut up. You're under arrest. This is not good.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit! Well, the good news is he's in the country. No one's taking deportees from the UK. The bad news is he's probably in limbo at the EPC.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
We have an injured pedestrian. Do something. Over.
You're John Crow?
Received. We are trailing the target. Control to units. Suspect is swimming away.
Negative. No visual
Standard
of the
quadrant
suspect.
search. Go. Drone, begin searching sequence.
Control. Oh, we're returning to HQ.
I don't like him.
He's a shady character, that's for sure. His network activity shows he's been trying to hack the National Health Service.
The NHS has already had its share of problems, without a hacker trying to sabotage it.
You're right. What if he injected some easily deletable code or opened an easily closable back door? Blimey, it might take me seconds to fix. Come on, just connect me to a hospital server and I'll sort it.
I'm on it.
All right. Now let's schedule your mandatory DedSec face tat. Just kidding. Welcome to the team.
Oh, yes. I'm ready, willing, and able to serve.
Hell yes.
this is the right location. That's the CTOS up there.
Right. Find out who it is.
Nothing here. Continuing search.
Lock it down.
Whip's been hacked. I'll find who's doing it.
Lay off, you damn fool. Take it easy.
Searching for suspect. Searching for suspect. Disassemble unlawful gatherings by any means necessary. Citizens, if you see something, say something. We are here to protect you.
Done.
Tell me what we've got, Bags.
Oh, look at that. He hasn't been exploiting vulnerabilities at all. He's been patching them. Looks like our hacker's a grey hat.
Keep talking.
He's been particularly focused on exploits around the organ transfer list. Anyone who got their hands on these exploits would have a lot of control over that waiting list.
Now, that sounds like something DedSec should sink its teeth into. Bagley, get us an appointment, would you?
See something, say something. We are here to protect you. Assembly is on over 5 units. Will be dispelled.
Dare you speak to me that way? It's time for me to...
You fuckwit.
Sure.
So, DedSec. Nice to meet one of you in the flesh.
So you're the wizard behind the NHS hack. Impressive.
Cheers, but it's not enough to stop the Kellys. They smuggled out hundreds of organs before I could close the exploit.
That's worrisome.
I'd steal back the organs myself, but I'm no match for those thugs.
All right. My friends and I will see what's what.
Cheers. Help me out and I won't forget it. One good turn deserves another.
Our Grey Hat has already worked out the smuggling ring's headquarters. I'm passing the details to your optic.
I'll go have a look-see.
Possible hostile at your location. Control. We're still on the suspect. Over.
There's a pace that you'll never forget. I'm done with you! Ambulance urgently required at our location.
Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
All right then, let's go.
Cease and desist, or you will be restrained.
I've had it. Big mistake.
Pursuing the target. Over.
Oh no.
Imbecile.
Anyone have visual? Anyone? Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
Please. You got beef with me, huh?
Well, here I am.
Good. The stolen organs should be in an ambulance on site. That's the vehicle there.
What was that? What's going on? Hacked vehicle, lock it down. That's my cue to leave.
Scour the area. Someone's hacking us.
I have the vehicle. What's next?
You should take them to a hospital, obviously. Unless, of course, you want to become very good friends with a hungry dog. You're being followed. You'll have to do something about that before you can deliver the vehicle. That's done it. You've gotten away. Yes, well done. I'll let the hospital staff know about this special delivery while you call our hacker friend.
And Finney.
Brilliant. Rich bastards don't deserve to get preferential treatment. That's not how things should work.
In DedSec, the more the merrier. Care to join us?
All right, mate. I'm in.